The cafe buzzed with quiet conversations as Daniel, a hard-working single father, sat with his 6-year-old daughter, Lily. They weren't celebrating anything special. It was simply their weekly tradition, sharing pancakes after visiting the local library. As Lily colored on a paper napkin, the cafe door slowly opened. A young girl, about 12 years old, entered on crutches. She had only one leg and wore a warm but nervous smile. Most tables were full. She looked around, hoping to find an empty seat. After a moment of hesitation, she walked toward Daniel's table. "Excuse me," she asked softly. "Can I sit here? Every other table is taken." Before Daniel could answer, he noticed several people quietly watching. He smiled. "Of course," he said. "You're always welcome here." The girl sat down carefully. "My name is Emma," she whispered. "I'm Daniel, and this little artist is Lily." Lily grinned and slid one of her crayons across the table. "You can color with me." Emma laughed, a sound she hadn't made in days. As they talked, Daniel noticed Emma's eyes wandering toward other families. Finally, she admitted, "Most people don't want me sitting with them. They stare, or pretend the seat is taken." Daniel paused for a second. Then he said words Emma would never forget. "They're not avoiding you because you're different. They're missing the chance to know someone wonderful." Emma lowered her head. Tears filled her eyes. "No one has ever said that to me." Daniel smiled gently. "My daughter is growing up watching how adults treat people. I want her to learn that kindness is always more important than appearances." Lily nodded proudly. "My daddy says everyone deserves a friend." Emma couldn't stop crying now, but these were different tears. They were tears of relief. For the first time in a long while, she didn't feel invisible. During breakfast, Emma shared her story. A car accident 3 years earlier had taken her leg. Since then, school had become difficult. Some classmates ignored her, while others whispered behind her back. "I stopped believing I belonged anywhere," she admitted. Daniel listened without interrupting. When she finished, he simply said, "You survived something incredibly hard. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you stronger than most people will ever understand." Emma smiled through her tears. Before leaving, Daniel reached into his backpack and handed her a small notebook. This belonged to Lily when she was learning to write stories. Lily nodded excitedly. "You can fill it with your dreams." Emma hugged the notebook tightly. "I don't know how to thank you." "You already did," Daniel replied. "You reminded us how powerful kindness can be." Weeks passed. One Saturday, Daniel and Lily returned to the same cafe. The owner rushed over. "You won't believe this." He pointed toward a community bulletin board. There hung dozens of handwritten notes. Each one shared an act of kindness inspired by a girl named Emma. One person bought groceries for a struggling family. Another visited lonely seniors. Someone paid for a stranger's meal. At the center of the board was Emma's notebook. Its first page read, "One seat at one table changed my entire life. If kindness can save me, maybe it can save someone else too." Daniel quietly smiled. He realized that a simple invitation to share a table had started something far bigger than anyone could have imagined. Sometimes, the greatest gift we can offer isn't money, advice, or grand gestures. Sometimes, it's simply saying, "Yes, you can sit here." Because one moment of compassion can give someone hope they thought was gone forever. And hope has a remarkable way of changing the world, one heart at a time.